This weekend, over 765 crews from around the world will descend upon the banks of the Charles River. Considered the most diverse, challenging, and well-attended races in the world, this 3-mile stretch of water will see more action in 2 days than it does all year. Sharp turns, bridges, bad weather, and collisions are only a few of the challenges that competitors of every age will have to deal with. From junior crews to Olympians, over 2,200 boats will test their skills as they defend or try to claim the title of Head of the Charles. I'm your host, Whitney Powell, here in iconic Cambridge, Massachusetts, and welcome to the 55th annual Head of the Charles Regatta. Will some well-known competitors from overseas be able to defend their winning streaks against the best America has to offer? And why is it that so many legends in our sport come back and say that this is the best race in the world? Follow along all of the action here at therowingchannel.com and Instagram at IronWillWit. And we've got behind-the-scenes interviews, live streaming, picks, favorites, and more. We'll be right back. Welcome back again to the 55th Head of the Charles Regatta. We are here on Attager Row where you can pick up all of your swag, grab some food, maybe some jackets if it starts getting too windy. And I want to make sure that we point out and thank our title sponsors here, BNY Mellon, Aston Martin, Brooks Brothers, Delta, and more. This is a great place if you want to come watch the races, come pick up some swag, pick up some official Head of the Charles banners, and definitely just come out and enjoy the crowd.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Swartley-McCardle. I'm a U.S. rowing referee, and I'm here with Patrick McNerney, the CEO of U.S. Rowing. So, Pat, can you tell us what's so special here about the Head of the Charles? Why is it important that U.S. Rowing has a presence here?
I mean, that's a broad, very loaded question, but I think it starts with the fact that this is the reunion. We all want to come to Boston, whether we're competing or to be part of the overall experience. And I think this is a great way to kind of round out the year from a rowing family perspective. And I think specific to U.S. Rowing, I mean, we're very much part of the fabric of the Head of the Charles. We just formulated a long-term partnership, if you like, with the Head of the Charles and with U.S. Rowing, which has been brilliant. And also, this is an opportunity for us to showcase Team USA. We have 2 women's eights, all national team athletes. We have 2 men's eights. We have our para team involved. And plus, we have multiple other athletes that are competing under the banner of Team USA. And I think that's something we all need to take more pride in. But it's awesome. And I think the support that we get from the Head of the Charles, from Fred Schock, has been absolutely brilliant.
And welcome back again to Attager Row, and we have stopped at a tent that actually has a lot of meaning here at the Head of the Charles this season. So they've tried to make a big effort on sustainability and recycling this year. So let's talk about why that's important to Head of the Charles, who you are, and why this is going to have such a big impact on an event like this. So please. Take it away.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm Courtney Forrester. I am the chair of the Sustainability Committee here for the Head of the Charles. It's our first year, our inaugural year, trying to reduce the waste, be more sustainable, and just become more green. We get to roll on this beautiful Charles River, and we want to be good stewards of the planet, both of our own river, and hopefully people can take these efforts into other places that they row and live. So we're at one of our sustainability stations. We have 7 throughout the regatta, where we are separating out waste for both trash trash recycling and composting. The regatta has always offered trash and recycling, but it was more of a sanitation effort. The containers were just there, no one's really monitoring them. And last year we had 16 tons of trash in the regatta. So we really want to reduce that. We thought the best way to do it was have more composting options. So we asked all of our food vendors to use compostable packaging in their food, and then we have stations here at our tents as well as pop-ups throughout where they can collect and dispose of their trash, recycling, and compost in different containers. We also want to reduce our single-use plastic use, and obviously a big contributor to that would be single-use plastic bottles. Behind us we have some water monsters where athletes and spectators can fill their water bottles throughout the day. We're providing some water bottles to the athletes and volunteers, and we're just asking the food vendors to not sell single-use beverage bottles as well. If people do bring them from off-site, they're still recyclable. We want to reduce that impact. So we have bottles from BNY Mellon, as well as the Water Monster station so people can refill throughout the course.
Welcome back. We are here at the Shimano tent with some of the reps, and they have some really, really cool stuff going on. So I'd love to see if they can tell us a little bit about why you need to stop by the Shimano tent this weekend. So tell us a little bit about who you are and why you guys decide to come here to Head of the Charles.
Thanks, Whitney. My name is John Geary. I'm the Business Development Manager for Shimano North America, and we have one of our newest products this year is our KFR 500 Flex Shoe in red. You'll see this is a quick release mechanism so that the athlete comes out of the boat free and clear. Just like that. The shoe's designed with a quick release SPD cleat. Carbon fiber foot stretcher, stiffest in the industry. It's full carbon. It has no honeycomb, no foam core. It's laid up carbon, so this is going to be the strongest, stiffest foot stretcher in the industry for sure. And we come to the Head of the Charles year after year. This is, I believe, our 9th year coming to the Head of the Charles, maybe our 10th year. And we love the atmosphere. The people here are great. We get to see a lot of different demographic from all different rowers, whether it's juniors, seniors, masters, elite. They're all here. We also get to sponsor some of the elite athletes that are here, which is great. So we get to have our brand out there on the river, and hopefully they come down first in the race course. Some of the cool things this weekend, though, we're auctioning off one of our custom Patagonia jackets. So any athlete that swings by can fill out a raffle card. And at the end of the regatta, we're going to raffle off one men's and one women's Patagonia jacket. And then our brand ambassador is Johan Kui. Johan is year after year runs a 500-meter challenge, and I'll let Johan talk a little bit about the challenge.
So we've been getting a lot of pressure from the Crash Speeds for their 2,000-meter World Championships, but if you guys want to participate in the 500-meter World Championships, step right up here. Anybody that can yank a fat erg and high school boys, if you guys go under 135, we got a prize for you. One of these awesome head sweat performance trucker caps. Ladies, go under 145, also see me. We'll give you a hat. And if you social media tag us, we're going to do a raffle where we're going to give out one of these. It could actually be the same jacket off my back. We're going to give out a couple of these Patagonia jackets. So,
well, there you go, ladies. You want that one.
Yeah. Step up and yank some chain.
Right off his back. Absolutely. We'll definitely make sure that you stop by the Shimano tent for all of that. Say hi to these guys, and we'll be back for more. So here we are on top of the iconic Elliot Bridge here on the course of the Head of the Charles. We're about 500 meters from the finish line, but this is where a lot of the action starts to happen here. So as you can see, as these boats start to come around the turn, they actually get very bunched up. So you get a lot of action where you get too many boats trying to make it through the bridge at one time, which is why we see a lot of collisions. Simultaneously, we have the wind, as you can probably see. And this definitely adds a bit of a challenge as these boats are bunching up, trying to steer their way through the bridge, and also just have too many boats around. So again, if you want to see some action, Come stand here on top of the bridge, look down, watch these boats come around the river. It's a very tight turn. The angle of the bridge isn't quite right, but are we going to see some crashes or not? Undoubtedly. Thank you again for tuning in to the 55th annual Head of the Charles Regatta here in beautiful Cambridge, Massachusetts. I want you to be sure to follow along tomorrow starting at 7:45 when all the action starts at therowingchannel.com and on Instagram at IronWillWit. We'll see you tomorrow.